Hello, Steve White, Steve Arts 89. Well, Star Wars ruled Christmas Day. Now, the film opened a little bit lower than expected, which was still lower than the last film and lower than The Force Awakens. So it made less money on its opening weekend than The Last Jedi and Force Awakens. It made, what was it, 175? Was it? 100, yeah, 177 million on its opening weekend. And then it dropped 47%. Well, its first day, Friday, was 89 million, and then it dropped 47% on Saturday for 47 million. Now, that's not including, I don't think that's including the 40 million from the preview screenings on the Thursday. I don't think that counts that. And then it dropped another 15% to 40% for the Sunday. Monday dropped 27%, and Tuesday dropped 31%. So a lot of people were dooming and glooming and saying, it's already dying, it's already failing, it's already fading, it's blah blah blah. But it's partly being attributed to when it was released. It was released just before Christmas, so people were out shopping and everything, and now that people are done with Christmas, they're taking their families to go see the film, basically, because it made $32 million with a 58.7 increase for Christmas Day. So that's interesting. I mean, people were predicting this. They were saying you're going to see it do a lot better in the second week because the first week it was competing with Christmas, basically, and people getting ready for Christmas and shopping and the big sales and everything. So it'll be interesting. Some people are saying it's not going to make $1 billion. It's going to be a flop. It's going to be on a solo level. Now people are saying it's definitely going to make $1 billion because it's already made 517 million in its first. What's that one? What is it? 6 days? No, it's a week. It opened on Thursday. It is Friday. Yeah, so just more than a week. It's just heading into its second week. So it has made 517.1, and domestic is 259 and international is 257. So that's basically evenly split between domestic and international. It's probably not going to grow that much more domestic because I think after this week most people will have seen it that are going to see it, and then it'll probably drop off. But the international, now it didn't do well in China at all. There was a lot of talk about that because Star Wars doesn't do well in China, neither does Star Trek. But in China, the last film I think did about 120 million, and Rogue One did something like that because they had an Asian actor who's very popular in China. So is it Donnie Yu? Donnie Yu? Oh God, I should know his name. He's a big star. So he attracted a lot of people to Rogue One, but the actual Star Wars films have not done well, and I think it only made about 20 million in China, and China is very important. I think next to Brazil, I think that's the next market or something that people are talking about now. Basically, America is not the only market for films anymore, and if you don't do well in China, you're not going to do well. Although Joker didn't open in China at all and did $1 billion, so it's a rule that can occasionally be broken. But so yeah, it's interesting how people are talking about Star Wars because it's really interesting. Basically, everyone was trashing The Last Jedi, and then Rise of Skywalker came out, and a lot of people were saying it fixed all the problems that The Last Jedi caused. And then all the Last Jedi fans came out and started saying it's crap. It undid everything. You have you had all these people hating on The Last Jedi because they love the older films, and now you have these new fans who have come out who are attacking Rise of Skywalker. Really, it couldn't make anyone happy because if it fixed the Last Jedi problems, it would piss those fans off. If it didn't, it would continue to piss off the other fans who are The Last Jedi upset. So it couldn't really win, and there were some really bad fan reactions, and a lot of people are not happy that they didn't get their way, basically. It's a little bit like the Ghostbusters sequel now, where the third film, where now people are acting like they gave in to the trolls and the haters and the man babies because they didn't return to the female cast. So it's very interesting to watch how people are reacting to the film. A lot of people are hating on it, and a lot of people are loving it. But everyone's going to see it. I want to see it a second time. I saw The Force Awakens twice because I liked it, and I did like this film. There were some issues, and there are some huge issues when you start to think about it more, like force healing. If there was force healing, then why didn't Luke save Darth Vader? Why didn't Anakin save Obi-Wan? Why did Anakin fear losing Padme? Why did he feel like he had to turn to the dark side to get the powers to bring people back to life when he could have just force healed her if she had problems in the pregnancy, in the birth? It's just, there's a lot of things like that where you retcon and add things in at the end, and then you look back and it affects the logic of the other films and the universe and the consistency in the universe. So there are plot holes and problems like that in the film, but the film overall plays well, and I did enjoy it, and I want to see it again because there's big chunks like the MacGuffin chases. I don't really remember how some of it happened and how it was relevant, so I kind of need to see it again. And I do sort of want to see the characters one last time again before I say goodbye to them on the big screen. So I'll probably go see it again. But that's my little update on Star Wars Rise of Skywalker. It's going to be very interesting, like I said before, to see how the film does and see how people react to it. If it does really well, people are going to be unhappy. If it fails, people are going to be very unhappy. If it does really well, some people will be really happy. And if it fails, some people will be really happy. So it's going to be interesting to see. And also, a lot of the haters, a lot of the people who got a lot of mileage out of hating Rise of Skywalker and the preparation for it and the rumours and all that, what are they going to do now Rise of Skywalker is done? What are they going to use for the hate clicks now? I don't do that, fortunately, so I don't have to worry about that. But then again, I don't have any subs anyway, and I don't make money out of this. So, but the people that this is their lifestyle, this is how they make money. They've relied on Star Wars for a long time, and I don't know what they're going to do now. So it's going to be interesting to watch how a lot of these people deal with the reaction to Rise of Skywalker and it no longer being a thing. But yeah. Feel free to like, subscribe, share, comment. Comments are fun. Thanks.